today we are going to look at how to factor using grouping. So what we're going to do is first I want to review with you to make sure you understand the FOIL method. Remember with the FOIL method, it was the F, the O, the I, the L is the first, outer, inner, and last. So 2x times 5x would have given me 10x squared. Outer, 2x times 7x is positive 14x. Inner, negative 4 times 5x is negative 20x. And then last, negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. Okay, so if we get technical, this is your F, this is your O, this is your I, and this is your L. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you the F, the O, the I, and the L, and you're going to work backwards and turn it into the two binomials. Okay, so that's what we're aiming for. Factoring is basically just working backwards. You're giving your answer and turning it back into the problem. All right, so with factoring by grouping, again, I gave you the F, the O, the I, and the L, and we need to have two sets of parentheses. So what you need to look at is, can I group the first two together and the last two together, and I find a GCF for each one? And the answer on this is yes. So I'm going to go ahead and put parentheses around there, and then put the parentheses around this. Now be careful. Whatever sign is in front of the I, again, F-O-I-L, make sure it gets inside the parentheses. When it's a positive, it doesn't matter, but when it's a negative, it does. All right, so from here, let's deal with this and find the GCF for this one. 9 and 15, well, the GCF is 3. X cubed and x squared. Remember we talked about Monday that the smallest exponent is the GCF, so this is going to be x squared. Then I'm going to do the distributive property backwards. 3 times what is 9? 3. X squared times what is x cubed? I have 2 here. I need 1 here to give me my total of the 3. 3 times what is 15? 5. X squared times what is x squared? 1. But negative 5 times 1 is going to be negative 5, so we don't need to worry about putting that 1. All right, now in the second part, what is the GCF of 6 and 10? I can't do x because there's not an x on the last term. So GCF of 6 and 10 is going to be 2. So I'm going to do backwards distributive. 2 times what is 6x? 3x. 2 times what is 10? 5. Do you notice something? Aren't these exactly the same? Okay, so because they're exactly the same, what we're going to do is we're going to pull that down as one of our parentheses. Okay, so since they're the same, we're going to pull down as 1. Now the other one, to get the other one, we're going to take the ones that are on the outside and stick them in here. So this is going to be 3x squared, and what kind of 2 is that? That is a positive 2. Okay, all right, let's look at the next one. All right, grouping, if I group it, the first 2 and the last 2, do we have a GCF in each set? Yeah. So let's put parentheses here, parentheses there. GCF of 2 and 10 is 2. X to the cubed and x to the second. Again, you take the small, so that's going to be x to the second. I'm going to bring my plus sign down. 2x to the second times what gives me 2x to the third? Well, the 2's covered, but I need one more x. 2x squared times what is going to be 10x squared? The x squared is covered, but 2 times 5 is 10. Okay. Now over here, GCF of 5x and 25, it can only be 5. And so 5 times what x is 5x? X. And 5 times what is 25? Plus 5. Do you notice something again? They're the same. So bring that down as 1. It does not matter if you put it first or if you put it second. Again, because of the community property, A times B is the same as B times A. So it does not matter the order of these parentheses. Now, the other set is going to be the ones on the outside. What you have, the GCFs. So you have 2x squared, and that's a positive 5. So my answer is 2x squared plus 5 times x plus 5. Okay? All right. Let's look at a couple more. All right, so let's look at number 3. Now, if I group them, am I going to have a common factor, GCF? Yep. So I'm going to group these 2 together. I'm going to group those 2 together. Now, what's the GCF of 15 and 10? Well, 5. What about x cubed and x squared? Well, x squared. So I'm going to go ahead and work backwards. 5x squared times what is 15x cubed? Well, that's going to be 3x. 5x squared times what is negative 10x squared? And that's just going to be 2. Now, this is where I'm going to teach you how to cheat a little bit. Because we're factoring by grouping and what we're getting into next week, these, you see how these were the same? Those are the same. They're always going to be the same. So what we can do is once we figure out this one, go ahead and cheat and go put it here. This way, if we have any inverses or anything, it's going to make it a lot easier. So then work backwards to get this number. 3x times what is 12x? Well, 4. Now just double check. Is 4 times negative 2 negative 8? Yep. All right, so let's do this. 3x minus 2, 3x minus 2. Let's do 3x minus 2. And then what goes in the other ones? The ones on the outside. So 5x squared plus 4. So there's your answer. Okay. All right, come down here. Now, again, can we group them? Still find a GCF for each one? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch things around because I know 12 can go into 72 and 12 can go into 84, and then 3 can go into 18 and 21. Now, the cool thing about this is if you want to switch it around, you can. You just got to make sure the signs that are in front of the number stay there. So I'm going to put 72x cubed. I'm going to add 84x, so that takes care of those. And then I'm going to put plus 18x squared and plus 21. So I'm just redoing the order so that my GCF comes a little bit easier. All right, so then I'm going to group the first two and the last two. All right, GCF I know is 12. Actually, it could be higher than that. But 12, let's double check. 12 goes into 70. Tell you what, my brain is fried. 72 divided by 12, I should know this, 6. So, oh, what did I forget, Miss Evans? You forgot your x's. All right, if I have x to the third and x, I can pull out an x. So let's see, this is going to be 6. If I have one x, I need 3. So this is going to be x squared. Plus, okay, 12 goes into 84 7 times, and then I have my x and I'm good. Okay, so now that I know what this is, I can cheat, and it's going to go ahead and put it over here just to save me a little bit of work, and then work backwards. What times 6x squared is going to give me 18? 3. Now just double check. Is 3 times 7 21? Yes. All right. So the duplicate put down as 1, and then the ones on the outside you put down in the other. Okay. Now you could have left it the way it was. It was fine, but I wanted to get a bigger GCF out. All right. Let's look at this one. All right. Ooh, look at this one. I have 5AC, 6YF. I do not have a GCF in common at all. So I am going to rewrite this. I'm going to put the 5 and the 15 together, and then I'm going to put the 6 and the 2's together. So let's rewrite this as 5AC plus 15AF plus 6YF plus 2YC. That just works better. So then I'm going to group the first two and the last two. And what's the GCF of 5 and 15? 5. What about AC and A? They both have an A in common. Okay. So now 5A times what is 5AC? C. Plus 5A times what is 15AF? 3F. Okay. Now, look at this. I know they're going to be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and put the C plus the 3F. We're going to work backwards. C times what? Uh-oh. Now look, it doesn't match this one, but it matches that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to deal with this one first. So C times what is 2YC? 2Y. Now is 2Y times 3F 6YF? Yes. Now that'll work because these are both positive. I could do that. I could reverse it. If you wanted to, you could just come down here and rewrite it as 2YC plus 6YF and then grouped it from there. Okay? So then I have my C plus my 3F, and then I have my 5A plus 2Y. Okay. All right, let's look at another one. Now, I can leave it like this with the 3 and the 5. I do have a GCF of M, and I can leave it like this. Let's just leave it. Let's do this. So my GCF only for this one is M, which is going to give me M times what is 3MN? 3N, minus M times what is negative 5M? 5. All right, so again, I can cheat. I know that this is going to be 3N minus 5. 3N times what is 18N? 6. Now 6 times negative 5, negative 30. Yeah. So then I'm going to bring the ones that are alike down and the ones on the outside in. And again, this is the same thing. Okay, it does not matter the order because again, 3 times 2 is the same as 2 times 3. Okay. All right, what I want you to do right now is I want you to pause, get a piece of paper, and work these 3 out. And then we'll go over them. That way I don't have to give you any extra work. All right, and we're back. Just a quick pause for me. All right, so here I'm going to go ahead and group the first 2 and the last 2. Now I'm going to pull out a 2 and an x squared. Okay, so 2x squared times what is 6x cubed? Well, 2 times 3 gives me the 6. X squared, x cubed, I need one more, so I need an x. Minus 2x squared times what is 4x squared? I got the x squared, but 2 times 2 is 4. So now I know that this is going to be 3x minus 2. I already have 3x minus 2, which is good, but I need something out here. So what can I multiply 3x by 2 by that's not going to change it? Good, 1. So then I bring my 2. The 2 that I have in common, just bring down. Again, it doesn't matter first or second. And then I have 2x squared outside, and then I have a positive 1 outside. So you should have 2x squared plus 1 times the 3x minus 2. All right, for this one, it was good to go. I'd go ahead and group it. Oops, make sure that negative sign gets in there. Now I'm going to pull out a 5a and a squared a. Okay, 5a times what is 5ab? B. Minus 5a times what is negative 10a squared? We already got the negative covered, so this is going to be 2a. All right, now that I know that that is b minus 2a, I'm going to go ahead and bring it over here. Now b times what is negative 2b? A negative 2. Now is negative 2 times negative 2a positive 4a? Yes. So you should have had 5a minus 2 and b minus 2a. Okay. Now the last one I would have regrouped. I would have put the 49 and the 7 together and the 5mh and the 35nh together. So let's do 5mh minus 35nh and then minus 49nf plus 7mf. Okay, now I'm going to group the first two and the last two. GCF is 5mh and nh, where they both have an h in common, so pull the h out. So 5h times what is 5mh? M minus 5h times what is negative 35nh would be negative 7n. Now again, I can cheat because I have m minus 7n. Now m times what is negative 49nf? Uh-oh, we have a problem. That one doesn't match that one. So let's go ahead and erase this and just double check. M times what is going to be 7mf? That is going to be 7f. Okay. Now, work to make sure the sign. What it's 7f times 7n is going to give me negative 49nf. Again, that sign actually would stay the same, so it would have been negative. So just make sure that the 7 times the negative 7 is the negative 49. Now, we have 5h plus 7f. Wrong parenthesis. Wrong way. So 5h plus 7f in one parenthesis and m minus 7n in the other. Okay? All right, I have 10 problems for you in Verge to do, and I will see you guys later.